welcome to day 6 of my banqueting build log for Stronghold Kingdoms. So in the past 24 hours, I put 2 research points into the industry tree, 1 into pitch extraction to unlock the pitch rig, and the other into iron mining to unlock the iron mine. Now the reason for this is namely because I'm going to be making pikemen hopefully soon, and to build pikemen you need both pikes and armor. Armor requires iron, therefore I really need a sustainable source of iron to be produced. I will likely be using cards to increase the productivity rate of my iron mining if just the default rate proves to not be enough to sustain iron production needed. When it comes to pitch extraction, well, pitch is always good for selling to the market for gold, so why not? Let's move over to the military tab. I put an additional 5 points of research into construction, completely maxing it out. So my castle build times are now reduced by the maximum of 60%. This is going to allow me to complete the castle in under 30 days without cards. If I decide to use cards, now would be the optimal time to do it because I've optimized the situation to be favorable towards carding up a castle. You really don't want to waste cards on a castle if you don't have construction researched in the first place. I put 3 points into command, which ups my allotted army size to 70. Still not enough really, but since I don't have 70 troops, it'll suffice for the moment. I also put 1 point of research into Pike, so I unlocked the pikemen, even though I don't have the industries yet to actually produce pikes and armor for them. But this is thinking in advance, and also if you do get attacked, you can always card in pikemen. So I'm not planning on doing that, but I mean, if you have the unit unlocked, that option will always be available to you. Finally, over in the education tab of the tree, I put 2 more points into hall capacity, namely because when I woke up this morning, the hall was actually full, and I wasted a little bit of banqueting goods because of that, so I need to keep increasing my hall capacity as my output banqueting goods also increases. I'm going to go over the buildings that I currently have built in my primary village, the important ones anyway. When it comes to stuff like wood, cutters' huts, and stone quarries, not that important, but the banquet is what I'm focusing on here, so I'm just going to give you an update on what I currently have built. 6 total hunters' huts, 5 carpenters' workshops, 5 metalware workshops, and 7 currently functioning tailor workshops. Now, some might be wondering why I have a disproportionate number of tailor's workshops to the other workshops for banqueting goods, and this is because you cannot actually trade for and buy the advanced tailoring card, so you're going to have to rely on either getting it as a free card or through various card packs. So what happened was I ran out of advanced tailoring cards that I had received via the 2 aforementioned methods, so now I'm just stuck with the standard card, which increases the productivity of the tailoring workshop by ×3 instead of by ×5. So to make up for that discrepancy between the two, because I'm using advanced versions of the cards for all the other banquet good producing buildings, because you can actually buy the card using card points. I still haven't played the bodkin card, although I probably should. One of the things that I'm struggling with in this build is actually maintaining a popularity high enough to attract a sufficient number of peasants to my village. When it comes to recruiting units, you need a steady flow of peasants incoming, so I might in the near future start research that will allow me to build an inn, and then of course the 3rd food type, meat. Both of those will help increase my overall popularity and will help me in attracting new peasants to this village. If we take a look at the 2nd village that I bought, it currently has a little bit over 1 day of peacetime left on it. It's developing in a much similar way as the first one did. I already have 5 tailor workshops, 3 metalware workshops, 4 carpenters workshops, and 4 hunting posts, and then the various assortments of other workshops that are needed to sustain and grow a village in the very harsh climate of a new world. When it comes to castles, now this is something I'm especially not very proud of. I honestly should have gotten started building my castle probably on day 3. Yeah, so I'm a little bit behind in that, further behind than I would like to be, given that it's day 6 already, and the peacetime is completely off this village. If you look at my first village, I have some archers, but I really need to get some pikemen. Right now I'm concentrating on the core around the keep. Since I maxed out the construction tech, this shouldn't take about a couple more days to actually finish. And once I have that core around the keep secured, the siege camp will no longer be able to actually win against my castle. So I touched briefly on the cards. There really isn't much of a change since the past day. So I played 2 advanced metal crafting cards, 2 advanced furniture making cards, 2 advanced deer stalking cards, 2 advanced milkmaid cards, 1 advanced orchards, and 1 orchard management because I ran out of advanced orchards. And to be honest, apples aren't selling that well in the markets anymore, so the only reason I was overproducing them before is because I actually needed goods to sell, but that's simply not the case anymore since the price is so low. 2 advanced stonecraft cards. Yes, I actually bumped that up this time. I also played 2 advanced woodsmanship cards. Okay, so the reason for this is because as villages grow, it costs more and more resources to build additional buildings in those villages. So as you saw on the map, my village is about mid-sized now. So I'm needing additional wood and stone to continue construction at a regular rate. And also when it comes to stone, I'm going to need stone to build my castle. So it all ties into that. In addition to that, there's also the parish. That's something to keep in mind as well. There's plenty of uses for wood and stone. So overproducing it's usually never a problem. At least this early in the game. Yeah, finally there was the small iron hull card. Now this is a card you cannot actually purchase using card points, and the reason I played it is because the Orchard Workers Guild required a little bit of iron to upgrade it to the next level. And that was the only thing holding me back. This is completely optional, and as you saw, I did research iron mining, so obviously I will start producing iron in my villages shortly. Taking a look at my current rank, I am currently Gentleman, 3rd class. This is a significant move up as I was Alderman yesterday, so as I can tell by these sub-ranks, I made at least 60,000 honor just today. Not too bad. And the quests I completed in the past day are Scouts 3 and Gathering Materials 1. When it comes to my parish, I'm still waiting to get the 3rd flag so I can place down my first banqueting guild. Other than that, I've just been upgrading these existing guilds when I have the resources to do so, so not a whole lot to see right there. I also have placed the other barracks and the supply depots that I could without actually spending any flags. Those first 2 only cost gold, so that's why I placed them. That pretty much concludes everything for the day. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Stronghold Kingdoms. The battle has just begun.